What's going on? It's the One More Thing Daily. Let me play you some music. It is a new day. It's release day. I banged on about this on a couple of the other videos, but just in case you're unaware, it's the Grand Theft Audio and One More Thing release day. This is now the third EP that we've done with them. It's like the only tradition that we do as a brand. Everything else is pretty spontaneous and sporadic and ad hoc, but this is pretty much set in stone. Every Halloween, Grand Theft Audio like literally gift us an EP in order to help us raise a little bit of awareness and funds and all the important things that we need for One More Thing to survive. And that is one of the tracks, one of 5 tracks. That's the first track that I heard. If you've watched the big reveal video that Solar did on their Twitch, they played me all of the tracks for the first time. I'd never heard them before or anything. That is JD Nobody, who is blatantly going to be somebody. Like, the skills on that got like London Electricity vibes on that. So that is one of 12 tracks that we've been releasing this month. It's been a humongous month for us musically, and one of 5 tracks on the GTA EP. So I'm just going to rinse through a couple of those now. I'm going to play you all of the tracks, just a little snippet, just so you can see the levels that we're talking about. And then I'm just going to wrap up. That's how much amazing music that we put out this month, and what that means for you, and what that means for One More Thing. Okay, so the next track now. This one is Zona. Zona is a very good friend of mine, and we've released his music before as well on a free download EP that we did. No, it was the first actual paid EP, One More Tune Volume 2. So this is the second Zona tune that we've ever released. It's a real honour to have vibes as deep as this on the EP. This one is called Devotion. On that real kind of solar tip. Vibes, right? I will love a lot of things. It's not one way that I could possibly love only one thing, but love that vocal, love that vibe. That is a real kind of Marcus Intellexi flavour there from Zona as well. So that's another track on the GTA EP. Let's keep it moving. So this one I actually heard in the summer when we did our first birthday. Our second birthday rather, at Planet Wax. Solar came down with Rival Technique. This is a Rival Technique tune, produced and MC'd by himself. And this is how it goes. This is called Vandal.
The bouncing with the worst handle, receding like a burnt candle. I'll grapple like I'm Kurt Angle, no respect just like a church vandal. Now flip it in reverse angle, dodge and weave it like a swerve scandal. I'll catch the verse with the word scramble, no respect just like a church vandal.
Go on. Big up to Rival Technique there. That's called Vandal. Big up to all church vandals as well, and people who are receding like candles. Like, that's why I wear a cap, of course. Right, so keeping things rolling. We've also got Solar and Bleen as well on this EP. The vibes on this are next level. Like, each EP just goes up in kind of energy and volume and just right. Okay, so this is Solar and Bleen. This one is back on the kind of deeper tip. This one's called Devoid. Here we go. We're going to play it from here. Smooth. Super nice. Super nice. And the fifth and final track is from Hologram, and this is the opening track on the EP. And this absolutely blew me away when I heard it. This is very much a sound that hits me hard. The whole EP does. Everything is amazing about it. It covers the spectrum, just like Grand Theft Audio do, just like Solar do, just like we do. And this, but you know, when I'm talking about kind of personal favorites and stuff that I would play as a DJ and stuff, or I would like to really kick off to in the dance, this definitely scratches an itch for me, let's say. Deadly, deadly. How sick is that? That is Hologram. That's called Gucci Bounce. I don't know anything by Gucci, probably never will. Not big into brands. I do love bouncing though, and I do love Hologram. So that's absolutely amazing. That's 5 tracks that have been gifted to us in order to help us raise a little bit of money. I know Tinseltown Hollywood's like literally calling you out because you've said in the comments twice about Bandcamp. This is on Bandcamp, and we will be putting our other EPs on Bandcamp as well. Kind of got a reason why the other EPs aren't on Bandcamp. It's basically a royalty issue, and I'm not very good with admin at all. So if I've got a distributor looking after everything and that distributor doesn't really like doing Bandcamp, that's why I don't do Bandcamp. But this is separate. This is just to raise funds for One More Thing. So if you like anything that you hear there, that EP is essentially a free EP. It's on Bandcamp. You pay what you feel, you pay what you can. And literally, like, we're a grassroots organisation. Like, I devoted my entire life. This is my entire life's work, and now I need to make it sustainable. So if you like what we do, if you're enjoying these videos, if you believe in the stuff that One More Thing puts out into the world, then please help us out. Even if it's just a quid, like, it is really helpful. I don't want to be like, I hate sounding beggy and stuff, but this is the world in which we live, and I've been given this music, so it's my responsibility now to shout about this as loudly as possible and urge people to get involved as well. Get involved on, you know, like, get involved. Like, I'm tying myself up in knots and I really want to press stop record and start again, but I can't because I've done this so many fucking times. So that's the Grand Theft Audio EP. It comes out today, and yeah, man, I'm buzzing about it, absolutely buzzing. Like, I can't express my appreciation for Grand Theft Audio and Solar and all of the people involved. Hold tight Hologram, hold tight Bleen, hold tight Rival Technique, hold tight JD Nobody, hold tight Zona. Like, everybody involved in this EP, thank you. Like, it's wicked. This is why I do what I do for the scene, because it does come back, you know, like minds attract like minds. So if you're into the community vibe and you want to help and stuff like that, check out the EP, get involved, support it where you can. But there are also others. That's 5 tracks. We've actually released 12 tracks. And then on top of, because I did a video about bonus tracks the other day, there are also 3-4 bonus tracks as well from Tia Cahoot. So if you've downloaded the Tia Cahoot Hunt EP, there are also 3 tracks that if you email me the receipt or the Bandcamp receipt when we put it up on Bandcamp, then you can get some bonus tracks as well. So effectively, we have put out 16 tracks into the universe in this 1 month. That's bonkers. The only other month where we topped that was where we did a 42 track free release EP on Boxing Day 2022, which I went back over recently, and it's still sounding. There's still some amazing tracks on there. Like, you know, not everything has stood the test of time quite as well. I believed in everything when I signed it and put it out. I really wanted to support all of the artists involved in it, and yeah, I went back over it. I'm kind of putting together like a mix. We've got to the level where we put out so many tunes as One More Thing now, where we could actually put out like a proper kind of mix which tells a story and reflects us musically and really kind of represents where we are. So I just want to kind of quickly, very, very quickly rinse through the other tunes as quickly as I possibly can, because you may well have heard them, but just to remind you. So we had the Tia Cahoot EP, which is 6 tracks and ranged from stuff like this, I Made a Boo Boo, to this. That's Lurker. You can find that one on Inspected. We were well happy with that premiere. There's also stuff like this, which really reminds me of Cohen Sound. That kind of 2012, 2013 glitch hoppy kind of vibe. Oh man, Vorso as well, reminds me of Vorso. What else have we had on there? Obviously we had Sunrise as well. Deep. Yeah, this is the actual title track for the EP, The Hunt. And of course, my own personal favourite. Let's skip here. Pure Euphoria. If I was playing a straight drum and bass set, probably intro with something like this. Such a euphoric intro. It's like over 1.5 minutes long. Real scene setter. Vibes. Just stunning. So that's Chord Magic. And then, of course, right at the start of the month, we had this major free download, which was a dub for me for quite a long time. Filth. Right, so that is, we got artists from Spain and Norway there on that particular track. Got artists from Canada then on Tia's EP. Obviously we got Dubmatics, Yellowhertz, Incandescent. So that's quite a big Canadian contingent there on that EP. And then obviously then we've got the Grand Theft Audio EP UK representing all the way through there. That's a lot of music from a lot of really talented people. Was One More Thing ever going to become a label? I think there was always kind of like a little bit of an idea, an inkling of an idea. But when you're kind of building a platform for editorial, there needs to be some type of backup there or anything. Because editorial is always changing, content is always changing, and I don't think it is a particularly safe idea to be putting all my eggs in the editorial basket. But music lasts forever. This is stuff that we're putting out into the universe, which it stays there then. Like, yeah, things can come down off streaming platforms and stuff like that. There's traces of it then. Who knows if we'll ever get to the kind of vinyl level. I have mixed feelings about vinyl, to be perfectly honest. But I do absolutely love kind of holding things and stuff. So One More Thing is definitely very much in label mode at the moment. And we've got some fantastic releases that we've got stuff lined up all the way now till April next year. And again, like all of this type of stuff, like it's right across the board, and there's a lot of multi-genre stuff in there as well. So this has been my shout out for the day. Usually on a Thursday it's Artist of the Week. That's going to be on Friday now. I just really want to share love for everybody who has chosen to release music with me. There are some people who have opted to work with One More Thing, even with our kind of small numbers and our, like limited kind of community at the moment, which is always growing and is amazing. And thank you to everybody who's involved and supports and stuff like that. But people who want to work with us over other labels and stuff. And I'm really enjoying the process. I'm really enjoying sitting down, having creative meetings with artists, kind of talking about what we can do for promo and stuff like that. It's helping me become a better, more professional, organized individual. And that helps One More Thing get out into the world as an even more professional and interesting and reliable and trustworthy platform. But yeah, that's the music that we put out this month. I just want to kind of just salute all of the artists, share love, highlight it all if you haven't caught any of it. All of the links are very much in the description. And yeah, that's where what I want to be shouting at and nothing else really. Plenty of treats, plenty of tricks as well for DJs to do stuff with. So happy Halloween and all of that nonsense. And yeah, please check out the music, please support it, invest in the Grand Theft Audio EP if you can. Follow us on Bandcamp, on Patreon, and do all of those cool things. I feel awfully beggy saying all of this, but if I don't do all of this, then One More Thing may not continue. It's as simple as that, really, because we need to pay the bills, and this is the way that the world works at the moment. I don't want to bang on, I don't want to be preachy, I don't want to bore you or waste any more of your time. So this has been the One More Thing Daily. Tune in tomorrow for Artist of the Week, and then we got a big week next week as we are dropping the High Contrast podcast. Yes, if you're on Patreon, you may have already seen it. There we go. That's a nice little plug, wasn't it? See you tomorrow.